Chapter 10, Brian Tracy, Focal Point. Become everything you are capable of becoming. The potential of the average person is like a huge ocean unsailed, a new continent unexplored, a world of possibilities waiting to be released and channeled towards some great good. Brian Tracy. My first job after leaving school without graduating was washing dishes in the kitchen of a small hotel. This was the first of a series of laboring jobs, stacking lumber in a sawmill, digging wells, working on farms and ranches, putting nuts on bolts on a factory production line that occupied me for the first few years of my career. The turning point in my life came when I discovered the law of cause and effect, the great law of the universe and human destiny. I learned that everything happens for a reason. I discovered that success is not an accident. Failure is not an accident either. I also discovered that people who are successful in any area usually are those who have learned the cause and effect relationship between what they want and how to get it. They then did repeatedly what other successful people did in a particular area until they got the same results. This insight changed my life. No one is better than you. No one is smarter than you. They may be better or smarter in different ways, at least for the present. If someone is doing better than you are today, it is probably because he or she has discovered the cause and effect relationship before you have. And anything anyone else has done within limits, you can do as well. The fact that someone else has achieved a worthy goal is the very best evidence that you can achieve that goal too. Many people delude themselves into thinking that they can do what failures do and somehow by some miracle get the results successful people get. Even worse, they think they can do little or nothing at all, and by some great stroke of luck, all their problems will be solved and their dreams will come true. But this is not the way the world works. Wolfgang von Goethe once wrote, "To have more, you must first be more. To achieve more in your outer world, you must go to work on your inner world, on developing yourself. There are no lasting shortcuts. There's no other way. Personal and professional development is the most powerful tool you can use to achieve any goal you set for yourself. You can move yourself from wherever you are to wherever you want to go by learning how others have done it before you, and then by following the paths they have already blazed. It is often said the average person uses only 10% of his or her potential. According to studies done at the Stanford University Brain Institute, however, it is actually closer to 2%. On average, people have enormous reserves of potential that they habitually fail to use. Nature is exceedingly generous. It provides each person with an abundance of abilities and possibilities, most of which go untapped throughout life. If you were to use only a small additional percentage of your inborn capabilities, you could probably double or triple your results. You could accomplish things far beyond anything you have ever done up to now. You could be healthier, happier, and more prosperous than you have ever imagined. Abraham Maslow said that the story of the human race is a story of men and women selling themselves short. Most people settle for far less than they are truly capable of. Most people create all kinds of justifications and rationalizations for poor performance. They convince themselves or allow themselves to be convinced on the flimsiest evidence that they lack the potential and ability of other people who are doing better than they are. They settle for a mediocre existence rather than committing themselves to breaking their own mental shackles and escaping from their own mental prisons. When you see a person like Arnold Schwarzenegger, you do not dismiss his muscular development by attributing it to luck or genetics. You know that he has worked for many years and invested thousands of hours to develop himself physically. But everyone starts with pretty much the same muscular structure. Arnold Schwarzenegger started out with as a skinny teenager growing up near Graz, Austria. The only difference is that Arnold Schwarzenegger has developed his muscles and the average person has not. In terms of mental ability and potential, most people are quite similar. Everyone has the same brain structure. Everyone has a variety of talents and abilities. Some people start off with greater natural advantages and personal endowments. But on average, each person has the ability to develop far beyond anything he or she has achieved so far. Determine your personal growth and development values. To realize your full potential for personal and professional growth and development, begin with your values as they apply to your own abilities. As you know, your values are expressed in your words and actions. You can tell what your values are by looking at what you do, how you respond to the world around you. Your values are the root causes of your motivations and your behaviors. Some things you might value with regard to your personal growth are excellence, self-actualization, education, skill, achievement, and personal mastery. My primary value in terms of personal development can be summarized as realizing my full potential. I believe that each person has the potential to do something wonderful with his or her life. I believe that within every person there is a giant waiting to come out. I believe that each person can do much more than he or she has ever done before if only he or she learns how. That is my fundamental value. What is yours? So clarify your personal growth and development vision. Create a long-term vision for yourself in the area of personal growth. Project forward 5 or 10 years and imagine that you are developed fully in every important part of your life. Idealize and see yourself as outstanding in every respect. Refuse to compromise on your personal dreams. What level of skill or ability would you have in your field? What level of status and prestige would you have attained as a result of your superb performance at what you do? What kind of work would you be doing, and at what level would you be doing this work? How would you think and feel about yourself as a result of being one of the very best at what you do? If you had no limitations at all, what would be your vision for how you would develop yourself in the months and years ahead? So set goals for your personal growth and development. Now take your vision and crystallize it into specific goals. Here's a good way to start. And I think that's a great place to end my video.